Om Shanti. Good morning. Is my voice coming through?
Yes, Harshada, it's coming. Thank
It's a beautiful Murli that we were listening to, originally spoken on March 20th of 1987. So the Murli was focused more on the balance of authority that comes from love and that comes from the truth. So Baba was defining what is truth in different words. What do we get by aligning to the truth? What powers we get? What would be the behavioral changes that comes with aligning to the truth? Like Baba was talking about, you'll be fearless, you'll be egoless, you'll be humble. And at the same time, the authority that comes by aligning to the truth also is very impressive and very transformative on the others. And Baba was defining the truth also. Baba was telling Baba is the truth, God is truth. And truth uh, is Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Truth, Baba, who is true to who is eternally, is benevolent and also beautiful. And also, it is sung that Sat Chit Anand, and that is a blissful presence, which adds that additional attribute of bliss. And Baba also says, one who is aligned to the truth is always happy and intoxicated. So, Baba was also telling we are all those who align to the truth are the true satsangis who always dance. The ones who have the truth always dances. The soul aligned to the truth always dances. And they're also very attractive. And Baba also went in terms of who demonstrated this, in terms of Brahma Baba. So whoever comes closer to Brahma Baba has this attributes. So we have seen Brahma Baba as a sample, right? So uh, give me 1 minute. Let me. So just quickly revising what we read yesterday. Like truth means truth. Truth is imperishable. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Those who are in the boat of truth will rock, will never sink. Those who are with the truth are satsangis, and those who have true Baba, true teacher, true Sadguru are the satsangis. They are nyare and pyare, loving and detached, unique. They imbibe the authority of the truth, the true knowledge. Baba also went in detail about truth comes with love and humility. It is like a full tree full of fruit, bows down, means it's weighs down, and they are egoless. So Baba also went in detail about how the truth is very uh, inspiring, impressive for the others when they have the sample. So similarly to Baba, we also have to be loving and detached. by keeping the balance of love and the truth. So we continue. So Baba is bringing our attention to the timing now and what advantage we have because of we coming little later. So Baba goes in detail about how. So now Baba defined truth. Baba defined what we will attain with the truth. Baba defined what behavioral changes will happen because of the truth. Baba also defined like what it means to having truth. So now, in the current point of time, so how can we imbibe it? So Baba says 50 years, and it was then in 97, but now it is solid 85 plus years. So where Baba says, over 85 years have now been completed from the time of establishment until now to prepare the grounds. So the ground is very ready. What ground? The ground of truth. Quite a lot of ground has been prepared abroad too. Although it has not been 50 years there, like yeah, uh, outside of India, Yagya started around 70s, around 74, something like that. So although it is not 50 years outside of India, they have come at a time when all facilities are ready made. And this is why 50 years of the early time are equivalent to 5 years of the present time. Try to see. So 50 years of hard work that was done by our ancestor souls made things so easy. The same benefit we can get by 5 years of the work that we can do because the ground has been prepared. So 50 years of earlier time are equal to 5 years of the present time. All the double foreigners say, we are the ones who have come late, are going fast, and will come first. So, in terms of time too, you will go fast and go first, will you not? Definitely keep the authority of fearlessness. Keep that ferocity. Keep that authority of fearlessness. The new knowledge of one Father is true knowledge, and the new world is established with true knowledge. Let this authority and intoxication emerge in your form. You have kept it merged for 50 years. Now, Baba says, keep that authority and intoxication emerged in your form. However, this does not mean that you should confuse whoever comes in front of you by giving them one new knowledge straight away. It doesn't mean that. Give knowledge considering the ground, feeling their pulse and the time. This is the sign of being knowledgeful. Look at the right timing, look at the pulse, their ability to comprehend. Consider the desire of that soul. What are the needs? Feel his pulse, prepare the ground. So mentally prepare them, create the premises before we give the knowledge so that the context is properly set for them to accept the truth. Consider the desire of that soul, feel his pulse, prepare the grounds, but definitely have the power of fearlessness in having the truth. Let there not be any fear of what people would say. You may be fearless and prepare the ground. Some children feel that because this is new knowledge, some people won't be able to understand it at all. However, you only have to explain it to those who do not understand. Certainly, you have to prepare the external form according to the person, but do not be influenced by that person. Do not forget the aim of definitely transforming the person with the authority of your true knowledge. So, Baba is bringing our attention to the nuances of how do we serve, give gyan. So, Baba says, the ground has been prepared, 50 years of groundwork has been done. So now you already have the grounds prepared. But even then, having said that, don't give the knowledge straight away. Check the grounds, check the feeling, feel their pulse and timing, feel what is their desire, what is the need of the soul, and prepare them, give the context so that whatever gyan that we are telling, it is relevant for them, give the context and backdrop, but definitely have the power of fearlessness. After preparing it, then don't hesitate to give the full, clear, direct knowledge of soul, supreme soul, cycle, tree, because that knowledge, what we have, might go against the normal trend of the world. So there, hold that fearlessness. So definitely have the power of fearlessness in having the truth. Let there not be any fear of what people would say, because this knowledge will go against the trend, against the the accepted norms of the community or society. You may say like follow celibacy after getting married. So that may be against the norm, but don't hesitate to say it after preparing the grounds, after checking the pulse, but give the gyan. You may be fearless and prepare the ground. Some children feel that because this is a new knowledge, some people won't be able to understand it at all. However, you only have to explain it to those who do not understand. Certainly, you have to prepare the external form according to the person, but do not be influenced by that person. Do not forget your aim of definitely transforming the person with the authority of your true knowledge. Whatever you have done until now was fine. You had to do that. It was necessary because you had to prepare the ground. However, so Baba always goes like this. However, all you did is good, but however, still, till when will you prepare the ground? How much more time do you need? Now the real thing is coming up. When you are given medicine, you are not given a powerful dose at the beginning. You are first given a small dose. However, again, however, do not just keep them going with only a small dose. And do not give them a strong dose either. If you give a weak person a large dose, that too is wrong. You also need the power to discern. So Baba is bringing our attention to the ability to discern, ability to check the pulse, ability to prepare the ground, ability to when to go forward and increase the dosage, or when to not give extra dose but dial it down. You need the power to discern, but you definitely do need the authority of your true new knowledge. And again, the authority is the subtle attitude of your authority will definitely change their attitude. So as Baba was defining earlier, what is the truth? So one of the thing Baba is bringing our attention is there is a force, the spiritual force that comes through your vritti. That force has the power, authority. So that subtle attitude of your authority will definitely change their vritti. Your vritti will change their vritti. And what is that vritti? That Ruhani vritti. These grounds will be prepared. So when you do service and they reach Madhuban, let them definitely know at least this much. On this land, their land is also prepared. No matter how hard the ground is, or which religion they belong to, or what their position may be, they too will become soft on this ground. Then, because the ground has become soft, whatever seeds you sow, the fruit of that will emerge easily. Simply do not have any fear. Definitely become fearless. Give it to them tactfully. Let it not be that those people complain to you that they too reached this land, but that they didn't know what God's knowledge was. Having come to God's land, let them definitely go back, having received God's messages, God's revelation, message of God's revelation. The aim has to be fulfilled with this authority. So you can feel the context. Context is when you bring all your VIPs to Madhuban, let them not have a good feeling like, oh, look, they are doing solar, good job. They are having a good gathering. They are doing good community service. Not just that, but they should feel the power of God's place and that ground should soften them up. They will be softened up. So then don't hesitate to give God's message. Having come to God's land, let them definitely go back. Having received God's message of God's revelation, the aim has to be filled with this authority. In terms of today's world, too, newness is important, right? Even in the corporate world, no innovation, it's going to wind down. So, newness is important. In terms of today's world, too, newness is important. For instance, even though someone may invent a fashion that is wrong, people still follow it. If you look at all the toned jeans and all of the stuff, even though the fashion that is wrong, it is not fulfilling the purpose to keep your body warm, still they follow it. Look how beautiful art was in early days. In comparison to that, today's art is just lines. If you look at Picasso and all this modern art, you got to break your head to understand what they are thinking, what is going on in their head. So look how beautiful art was in earlier days. In compared to that, today's art is just lines. However, people still like modern art. People's choice in every situation is based on newness, something that is different. And newness automatically attracts towards itself. Therefore, definitely have the intoxication of newness, truth, and greatness. So now Baba put one more arrow in our queer. So Baba is saying, look, your truth has all of these qualities, but this is new. Just having this extra sharpness, of newness, people will be attracted, because the whole world goes after newness, even if it is not appealing, even if it is not uh, productive. Just because it is different, people go after it. So this knowledge is new, it is true, and it has greatness. Then leverage the newness, this attribute of newness to this knowledge in your seva. Then consider the time and the person and do the service. Definitely keep the aim that the new knowledge of the new world has to be revealed. Keep the aim that new knowledge of the new world has to be revealed. Now, love and peace have been revealed. You have revealed Baba's form of ocean of love and ocean of peace. But you haven't made that many plans to give them the new knowledge of how soul is an embodiment of knowledge and how Father is the ocean of knowledge. The time will come when it will emerge from everyone's lips that this is new knowledge for the new world. At present, they simply say that it is good. They don't say that it is new. Most of the time, people say that, oh, yeah, I heard this in Bhakti also. Oh, in Bhagavad Gita also, they say your soul. They talk about karma, do things, but don't expect. Oh, I heard this also. Oh, yeah, Vivekananda said this. They won't see the newness. The time will come when it will emerge from everyone's lips that this is new knowledge for the new world. At present, they simply say that it is good. They don't say that it is new. You have revealed the subject of remembrance very well, and this is why the ground has been prepared very well. The first task of preparing the ground is also essential. Whatever you did was very good, and you did it very well. You did it using your body mind wealth, and you are being thanked for that. Baba said, thank you very much for what you did so far with your body, mind, and wealth. And Baba says, when you first went abroad, you used to find it so difficult to explain the picture of Trimurti. That is true. They say, like, what is this got to do with us? Now, they are attracted by the picture of Trimurti. They would consider the picture of the ladder to be the story of Bharat, not theirs. But they are attracted to this picture I brought. So, just as you made plans for how to relate this new knowledge to them, so now to create inventions. Do not think that you will have to do that. No. Babdada's aim is that you imbibe the power of greatness, of newness. Do not forget this. You have to explain to the world. Do not be afraid of the things of the world. Create your own methods, because only you children are inventors. Another Swaman. Create your own methods, because only you children are inventors. Only you children know about the plans for service. If you keep your aim, the best of all plans will be created, and success is your birthright anyway. Create your own methods. Why? Because only you children are inventors. Only you children can come up with new approaches, new methods. Only you children know about the plans for service. If you keep your aim, the best of all plans will be created, and success is your birthright anyway. Therefore, show newness. You have very good ways of clarifying all the deep points of knowledge. You have very good ways of clarifying all the deep points of knowledge. You are able to explain them. You can clarify each point logically. You have your own authority. It is not something created by your own mind or just a matter of imagination. It is real. It is your experience. You have the authority of experience, the authority of knowledge, and the authority of truth. You have so many authorities. So use both authority of love, both authority and love at the same time. So now Baba added one more thing. Baba is not just telling that you are the only ones who can do this, but he also telling why you are the only ones who can do it. Because whatever knowledge that we are the only ones who transform that knowledge into an experience. Our own experience of the truth, not knowing truth, but experiencing truth, comes with its own authority. So now use the authority of this knowledge, the authority of truth, and authority of your own experience. All of these authorities, along with love, at the same time. So this Murli is really loaded. So let's take a pause before we go deeper. Take a couple of minutes to soak in. Try to reclaim the ground that has been prepared. Bring your attention back to the experiences that came by holding the awareness of the truth. Bring your attention back to all those experiences that transformed the situation, the person, the relation, and your own relationship with your own past by holding the true awareness. How true awareness has transformed you as a person, transformed your relations, transformed your relationship, the whole of this world. Feel the authority of your own experience of becoming subtle, transforming your vritti, exercising the power of the spiritual vritti, bringing you closer to Baba, closer to the truth, restoring your virtues and powers and all the attainments. And as you go into this connected stillness, try to feel that newness. It's not the same thing that you're experiencing, what you experienced yesterday or the year before. It's not the same experience what you experienced first time when you came into Gyan. And there is a newness. Bring your attention to that newness. That which is true. And take a minute to see how you're going to take it forward. How you're going to hang on to that new awareness, and how you're going to bring newness into your day, into your connections, into your relations at work, at home, in all your interactions. How you're going to bring it forward. As the times are changing fast, what newness are you going to bring? Om Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Harshabhat.
Om Shanti.
After really giving us, I should say, a Wikipedia on truth, and they were just the basic truth is attracts, truth is imperishable, and all that. Bab Dada suddenly just came down to what he wanted. When he said 50 years, 1987, so he said it is time now not just to listen and bask in the knowledge, it is time now to spread the knowledge. Don't just say, no, let me prepare, let me see, and all. That's why Baba says for that, what you need is fearlessness. Now, fearlessness only comes when I am standing on a sound ground. If the ground on which I stand suddenly is going to crack, then I'll go down. So, such bedrock of truth. That's why they say knowledge demands truth. Truth is not just an attribute of knowledge, it's a condition. You have to, it has to exist because without truth, whatever I share with people, they'll say, "Oh, it is your belief. Oh, it is your opinion." They'll just take it as if some collection of facts. Someone like if I just go and say Brahma Baba was sitting here, Shiv Baba came down, and then he told him, "May Shiv Baba." They'll say it's just a collection of some recorded message which you're giving, some recorded belief. So if there is no truth, whatever I go on to tell them, it'll actually collapse. So, see, if I believe the sky is blue and it can be seen, yeah, the sky is blue, then it's not just it's a belief, but that's a reality. So, not just really the fact, I have to also show them why it is real. When Prahlada was asked, "You're saying God is everywhere, show God in this pillar," he proved it. Now, whether it's a story or what, one doesn't know. But he could prove it. And that's how Narasimha came up. So that's why truth is a belief which I had, and that I should justify it, and then I have to bring it to a reality. Only then I think truth will shine victorious. For that, as Baba says, I should have wisdom. How to go and really explain that new truth, that a fantastic truth. How do I set it across people? Because what I have got is just accumulated facts and information. I have to turn it into an experience. It's not just a belief. I have to use my judgment in applying to it. That's what Baba says, pulse. How do I tell such people what people, how do I do? And that I think is an art. And that I think the Brahma Kumaris, or I mean, we have so many ways of knowledge. I don't remember exactly. If you remember when Jagdish Bai went to London to explain for the first time the concept of the Kalpa Vriksha, and how I think it was Arnold Toynbee or Tolstoy, I don't know who it was. How did the tree really attract historians of abroad? And what did he explain? I remember that reading. So, such kind of uniqueness we have with us as role models. How to go and explain the concept of God, how to go and explain the concept of self. As you said, including me, when I went in knowledge, I went with a sound belief of I had read the Upanishads, I was Swami Chinmayananda's disciple. When they told me about the self, I said, "Oh, I've heard this all in the Bhagavad Gita." When Bhishma when says, "I'm not going to die, even if you raise the arrow on me, my body only is going to die." That's how I actually tried to attack it. So, truth find when so much knowledge is already round circling in the world, this new truth really needs what I was just thinking. There is so much theory, Ashabai, so much of this, but to really make that soul go and say, aha, we say that aha effect to create. That definitely sometimes I say, Baba, you only have to come and open that one's brain because I don't think I can. I was just thinking about, as you said, the Murli is really loaded in these three paragraphs. Easily, Baba has said uniqueness and all. But I think reality it is something different. Om Shanti.
Yeah, it's really beautiful, and especially I I I was reflecting on this, and then Baba also pointed out why you are different from other people, because you have an experience of the truth. So now it's your own experience. How you're going to present it, it will be new and it will have an effect because it is your experience. It is not somebody's acquired idea, which is very impressive, it's very appealing, and it is new. You're not going to sell somebody else's idea, but it is your own personal experience. Your experience will definitely will have its own effect on the other person. And now don't hesitate. That's what Baba is telling. Don't hesitate. Go for it. Go all the way through. Don't just
Yes,
stop. Yeah.
yes, Harshabai, Nagija sister is rightly pointed out. And thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. Uh, yes, this is the authority, and we have all the authority of knowledge, authority of experience, authority of powers, and all these authorities we have. On that authority base, we are as a like a doctor,
Mm.
as Baba has mentioned that the dose you have to give a small dose,
Mm.
extra dose, or you have to powerful dose. It depends on what he or she wants, his needs. According to his needs, first you find out.
Mm.
what he needs or they wants. According to that,
Mm.
you give him the doses. And the massive, and I got the it's everything is miss when there is a cultivation of pure thought.
Mm.
In one Murli, Baba said that cultivation of pure thoughts is a very easy method to transform in a faster way. So what pure thought is required is a medicine, and how powerful thought your is medicine. यानी कि it depends on the person
Mm.
or who wants to we have to transform. To that analogy, that point I got. Thanks for
Mm.
this connecting the dot. Om Shanti.
Mm. Yeah, no, it was really beautiful. The word that you used, cultivation. When you're in the lab, especially in the biological lab, they cultivate the medicine, right? Like they put it and then they feed it and then they cultivate it. I like the word that you used. You got to
Yeah,
cultivate the truth. You got to
yeah.
soak it.
I am also I am on my courses and I have designed. I am on यानी कि communication soft skill mastery.
Mm,
I am also miss designing my courses on that. So this principle I am using, miss cultivation of
mm,
pure thoughts, because I want to
mm,
transform people, and through
mm.
transforming these people to this knowledge, and this is a very much creative things. It's like a very
Yeah.
much I like that.
Mm. And Baba makes it more experiential. And Baba says that let your experience speak, not just be a parrot and pass on the information from, oh, I heard this and then I'm repeating it, but make it your own experience and let your own experience speak out. And that
Yes,
has
yes,
authority,
yes, yes.
undeniable. Yeah. Yeah, Bijit bhai.
Yeah, so thank you, Amshan. So here, that word fearlessness is something that I liked. And
Mm,
yes, of course, we have to be fearless while saying this knowledge to someone, because when we lack confidence while we give this knowledge to someone, right? So when those who are seeing it, that we are not confident, that means they will take advantage of it. There's a possibility. And Baba mentioned that avoid saying something, that is important or out of fear, right? So I suddenly remember this when we take courses, 7 days courses to for the newcomers. Okay, so so when nowadays earlier we used to cover the pillars of Rajyoga. Okay, so there are all the
straight away purity.
uh but
Mm,
nowadays we were told that not to take that. Okay, so the
let them.
instrument, yeah, so instrument
Yeah.
teacher told me that okay, no need to take that. So let her come for Murli and gradually let her take it. So the reason she says nowadays the souls are not that powerful to
Mm,
hear these things. So when they hear it, they may not take it in that way, so they stop coming, because this is all against the custom and system that we have been born and
mm,
brought up, right? So they might think this is something
mm,
against the culture of Bharat, or even against the culture of humanity. So
mm,
I suddenly remembered this. So I'm not sure this is being followed everywhere, all other centers,
mm,
but in our place nowadays it is not disclosed much. And people when they start coming for Murli, right, then it is emphasized, because almost every Murli Baba will highlight, right?
mm,
So that is when it is really highlighted. So advantage is when they are sitting in a gathering, right? So they also look at the gathering, right? Other people, oh, it's not only me who's listening, it's not only me who's following, they are also following. Because transformation really takes place when we see when others doing it, right? We start
mm,
working on, oh, I also want to work like them, and I also want to uplift like them. right? When we see others, a lot of change takes place within us, right? We'll do that initiative from our side to take us to the next level. And
Mm,
also, yeah, that reading pulse is also important, right? Baba
mm,
says, understanding the other man's pulse, because that is also an art, right?
mm,
Because sometimes some people don't open up so much, right? When they come
mm,
for a course and we ask them, okay, what is your intention of coming for this Raj Yoga course? Some would
mm,
say, okay, I've just come, I saw this board, so I just came. Some would say, okay, I'm going through some, a lot of problems in my mind, and I want to, I heard meditation is good. Some would say, okay, doctor told me to come here and practice this meditation because I'm going through this pain, that pain. So,
mm,
based on doctor's advice, I can. So different. If you are taking course for individual, it works. But when you are taking it for a group, it'll be a little difficult, I suppose, to
mm,
convey the
mm,
message in a very diplomatic way.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to add there,
Yeah.
when this one thing that we have seen different shades or different reactions to this. Like I have heard some people saying that, oh, why haven't you talked to me about the purity in the first place? Because I feel violated because you all following purity, I am not following, and then I'm coming into this gathering. After knowing that, I am desecrating this sacred place. And there are people who are saying that you should say this in the front place, right? And some people, if you say that, they're out the door, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that worked, I mean, when I was playing out with this, how do we pass this message on, is not to be too prescriptive about what to do, what not to do. So then it becomes like a religion, do this, don't do that kind of thing. But instead, you decide what you want to do, but what is the whole intention of doing or not doing this, or engaging or not engaging with the sensual thing? How we introduce is like, what is it doing to you? What is it going to do to your spirituality? So we straight away introduce, like, if your head and heart is fulfilling its needs at the sensual, at the limited level, we may not even use the word sensual, we may use that like at physical material level. So then your head and heart will not seek for the higher thing. So sometimes it is good idea to give yourself a break from feeding yourself with all this junk food, and take a pause and then try to savor the real healthy food. And healthy food for soul is healthy experiences, not the experiences that come from the physical level. So if your experiences are coming from the physical level, your attachment is only going to go deeper and stronger wherever your experiences are coming from. So the overall idea of soul consciousness is, you want to detach, you want to free yourself from the dependencies, and then you totally put them into the context, like, look, you have a breakup, this is going on, but you are broken down. Why? Because you are attached. And why you are feeling painful? Because you are attached. So why is it attached? Because your experiences are created at this level, and these experiences will come and go. So but it is leaving a sorrow because you are attached. So we slowly start introducing the main intention of why you want to practice this. You may not be prescriptive, do this, don't do this kind of stuff. You decide what's your addiction is, and then you figure out how do you want to free yourself with. Only you know the best, but the overall idea is to stop taking experiences from the limited, which is binding you down, and start taking experiences which is eternal, which will set you free. And then we give this oral overarching approach, and then you it's up to you. And then, so indirectly we introduce the concept, why you don't want to eat food outside, Why you don't want to have get in indulge in sensual things? Why do you want to have a regular murli every day? Why do you want to have a yoga? All of these things, we don't become prescriptive. We'll say like, oh, look, so we have this format. You're welcome to join this in this format. 4 o'clock Amrit Vela, Murli 6 o'clock, evening meditation, traffic control, and we have a healthy food. We don't eat outside. We follow celibacy. All of these things. These are all the framework. You're welcome to join, or it's up to you. But overall intention is to set yourself free from the addictions of the limited experiences by stopping engaging with limited experiences and give yourself some space to create more eternal experiences that will set you free. So once we introduce that, so then it will go far, I feel.
Yeah,
Harsha,
yeah.
Harsha bhai, when you just one
Fine.
thing I liked when you said we should not be prescriptive. We cannot be doctor. We are not doctors with a degree giving this knowledge. This was given by a degreeless source, a person who never read any scriptures or anything has given done. When we took the knowledge, we have to see what was the source of authority of that person who gave this knowledge. And we know it's truth. Okay, you are saying we can't be prescriptive. See, Baba has already told in the Murli. Now everyone likes your knowledge. They say it's good, 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 good. But they don't say it is new. So that is why Baba is saying we need newness. I remember when we were young, we used to have a debate. God is everywhere. Can you prove? So nobody was able to prove. Then, our preceptor, the person who was giving us, told us, okay, now I just want you to take a breath. So all of them did as if the pranayam. They said, what did you breathe in? Air. How can you breathe air? Because it is everywhere. Oh, but then can you see it? No, we can experience it. That's what is needed. It is there everywhere. God is there everywhere. You can, but you have to experience Him. You cannot see Him. I remember that one concept of newness which was introduced. And I
Mm.
also love this newness because Baba is saying you are an inventor. You gave one kind of thing for food as a prescriptive mode and all. They will just take, okay, okay, give us the prescription. They'll take home. They'll either put it in their coat pocket or it will be forgotten. But for their that bheja to open and to yes, this is the reason
Each
why
time
it
to open.
yeah, they know he has to come down because he is the one is given. So when I give the knowledge, first I have to sit there, see, Baba, you made me sit here, right? I'm ready to do the job, but you better come in and do whatever is to be done because it is not my job to go and open up the brains of people and all. What all I've learned from you, I shall do it with love, with what Baba's given, or the authority of experience, authority of knowledge and truth. But please, you come down. Harsha Bhai, if not today, at least tomorrow, if you can give us some more, like you gave prescriptive and all, there are so many more things about Baba is saying how the Trimurti was accepted up
Mhm.
there because see in India anything will be accepted because India is full of scriptures.
Mm.
In India
Mm.
even the Trimurti was accepted but without that Shiv Baba on the top. The head
Mm.
was cut off. Baba always says that. But even the Kalpavriksha tree can be accepted because they believe it's
Mm.
rich with Kalpavriksha. India, it's
Mm.
easy to give this because 82% of the people have this knowledge. Abroad, it's not like that. So if you can
Mm.
share with us some experience, especially as I told you about Jagdish Bhai, how did he tell Arnold Toynbee about in London, I think that meeting took place, of the
Mm.
tree beautifully how the way he included it in his history book. That was the thing. Or how do you all give this? How do you start this knowledge? Because this is something very like a magic. You just go and tell them about the tree. If you tell them about Baba only says two things: soul is knowledge, supreme soul is
Mm.
an embodiment of knowledge. Two things. But how do you share these other things? What uniqueness, if you do, if you can collect and share with us when you get time, I think that will really give us some recipe for being an inventor. Om Shanti.
Mm. Definitely, definitely. Yeah. Vinod Bhai, you want to share? Vinod Bhai, you have something in the chat? You want to hear from your mouth?
Yes, brother Om Shanti. Oh, the new method, Baba says that you have to create for yourself, with fearlessness, you have to develop your own methodology. I feel my overall initiative or objective should be to strengthen that core of that individual. I mean, through Baba's knowledge and integrating that person's own profession. Because these
Mm,
days, more or less, everybody is working, and we have to make them capable enough of sustaining in that new environment.
mm,
Now we are enlightened that through this seed, we are able to develop the fruits. We are living in a very gratified way that we have something to give, something to offer, something to take. That productivity is present in the life already. No, we have to
mm,
spread this knowledge across to the society such that they are connected to themselves and are able to give it to the society as well. I mean, that's what is a healthy mind in a healthy body. So we have to empower in an overall way. That should be one method. That's one broad method, I feel. Like, for example, in my profession, in the aviation field, Baba keeps talking about the flying stage, about experiencing the true uh, sensation of pleasure.
mm,
You know, so Atindriya Sukh, how does that actually feel? That is very much there in the aviation, the passion of flying like a bird.
mm,
And so somehow like these inspirations that emanate from the spiritual study, if I can connect to it myself and implement it in my profession, then it becomes an overall success. So we have to enter into the domain of the other person's life also. That develops, of
mm,
course, will take time. But then when we relate it to the person, different roles and responsibilities of the person, I think that's when it becomes overall a successful uh, giving of knowledge.
mm.
Thank you.
Totally agreed. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, especially you got to make it relevant for them, not for ourselves. Yeah, we cannot use some other example out of context and then make it relevant for them. They say like, yeah, nice. It's not relevant for me. Yeah, yeah. And then definitely it's not just making it relevant, but I like the point that you brought the attention to. There is a special passion that they had, tag along with it, and then tag that with the practice that we are doing. So they take this knowledge with passion and then take it forward. Yeah, that's true. Thank you very much. Let's
Right.
take
Yeah.
a minute. Yeah.
Can I share?
Um, So, yeah, so in the interest of time, I think we'll be
Yeah,
moving to
no, you
meditation now.
continue.
Yeah. So, just one quick announcement before we close the session. So tomorrow, we know it's a buffer day, Sunday. So we have a master class scheduled for tomorrow. I'll just quickly share my screen. Yeah. So, very special.
Oh, Emmy.
Yeah, very special soul DK. I mean, sister from Sydney, Australia, will be joining us tomorrow, and she will be taking us through the session, Construct Life Through Remembrance. So it'll be a very interesting session. So request everyone to join and take complete benefit of the session. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Arshabai, for a quick short meditation. Yeah.
Thank you. Make yourself very comfortable. Allow the silence. Allow the space of silence. And allow your attention to be gravitated towards the newness that Baba brought through this Murli. Focus on that true feeling, the true awareness, that new awareness Baba brought our attention to. Fill your heart with that new surge of energy. Fully inspired, full of love, full of enthusiasm for this beautiful life of with Baba, the life of truth, the life to explore truth, and life to express the truth. Om Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Harshabai. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall connect again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, all have a beautiful day. Om Shanti.